Well, it looks good. I just picked one up right over here. Didn't even see that one. Nothing over there was broken, real small. And I looked up and there's that. Oh, I hope that thing's there. Check it out. Killer. Yeah, the old stomping grounds, they come back down here to give it one more look because it had rained about 1.5 inches over the weekend, and when I got here it had been scratched again. Not in much better shape. It's just skinned pretty finely, you know, so having a hard time seeing stuff. It got about 1.5 inches of rain, but it was probably really dusty whenever it started raining. But I'm glad to find that one. Got a few other things I just hadn't recorded, but that there's worthy. Keep looking. Well, it's to be or not to be. Let's see about it. Hey. The camera's jacked up. Might have known it at a decent point and it don't want it to function. There it is. That's a good one. I'm going to yield some more. Just keep looking while I can. It's getting finer and finer, and they're going to plant this for long. And there it is. A little tip neck, I think. Looks like it's going to be a bent at the back sides there. It's going to be pretty nice. Yeah. I believe it'll be a benton. Beautiful. Let's see if we can get this one before the camera freaks out. It's already fixing to freak out. That's a good looking point. You see it didn't get a whole lot of rain. See that dirt still on it? Somebody came here a minute ago and walked up in the field. I think they're checking to see if it's good to go. I think they're probably going to try to plant it the next day or two. Time to get them. That looks like maybe a drill form if the corners there. Be good. It's there. Alright. I'll take that. Got a bunch of broken drills. I mean a bunch of them. I believe that's what that'd be though. I've had an awesome day. It's just beautiful. I'll try this. I don't know if I've got a single clip that's uninterrupted today. This camera's got to where it's not stable. You know, all these blunts. I don't know what material this is, but I'll just call it nice. Just super. Too bad that's broke. Wannabe. Check out this thumb scraper. Yeah, my camera's it's already over 3 years old and need a replacement. I use a Mac and it's hard to find things compatible with a Mac, and but anyway, iMovie. That's what I've got as far as a uploading system with the Mac. I had a good day. Maybe this thing will stay stable. It acts up when it's cold, it acts up when it's too hot, it acts up when it's windy, it acts up when it's turned on. All these, you know, they've got their little things, which I've mentioned before. I rarely ever, and don't know that I've ever found any G10s. I might have just a few. That end on that's jacked up, but it don't look like it's broken. It looks like it's just, they just left it undone. Whittled them a base on it and had a cutting edge on both sides, and that's really what's jacked up. I know that. nevertheless, I had a good day. Surprised to get there. I was going to go and just see if I could find something because it had rained about 1.5 inches here. And when I got there, it had rained, but it had also been worked up, disc again. The old stomping grounds has. Sidekick hadn't been. But anyway, I got most of it walked just loosely because I knew they were probably going to try to plant. I was anticipating them planting. That's probably the reason they worked the ground again, but then it rained Saturday and wasn't able to do anything today. Get this elk river, I believe it is. Some people argue. They think it's a Benton, but I think it's Elk River. Bentons and Elk Rivers are alike. Most of them's got this diagonal flaking. These are ground in the notches. And they're always made on a twisted frame. I don't know why that is. But anyway, glad to find that. Let's see this piece right here. Ain't nothing wrong with them in my book. They're just for reference, these are about 2.5 inches long here. That might be 2 inches long there. It's hard to tell by the camera, you know, sometimes, and nobody ever wants to mention it, but I pay attention to what they look like in somebody's hand. You know, most of the time, hand's about 3 inches wide, unless you got real thick fingers. Anything that hangs over your to the other side, you know, you're going over 3 inches. But anyway, so you can see these points, you know, they're around the 3-inch mark. That one is. That one's a little shorter, of course. But the old stomping grounds has had some huge points found in it, but you know, it's just like with any site. You know, there's only a certain amount, and the bigger ones usually show up first, and then the smaller stuff remains. And so I was glad to find these, you know, pretty decent sized pieces. That there's got a little bit of tip nick, but everything down there's got tip nicks. 3 inches too. And this piece right here is probably about the, I don't know, I can't say it's the best piece of the day, but it is a nice piece. And I was thrilled to death to be able to find some more stuff from the old stomping grounds. I've got I mean, of course, my collection is bulked up on account of the old stomping grounds, but this year alone, I've probably found 50 case-worthy pieces or so, and you know, not to mention wannabes, and of course you see all the blunts and the brokes. You know, this thing here with the brokes, it's up that full, you know, every time. And, but anyway, blessed to have a place to look like this right here, and I'm going to try to go back maybe tomorrow and get one more look in it if they're not down there working. If they are, I'm just going to leave and come home. I just don't want to be up in their grill, you know, because they're trying to raise crops, and I'm just fulfilling the lust for my hobby and having a good time doing it. That's an awesome hammerstone right there. I found another one the other day, and see if I can locate it. I didn't even clean it up until then I got to looking at it. It's not it. I got to looking at it, and it's got all kinds of wear on it where they beat the ends off of it. It's just a different color rock than what I'm used to them using as hammerstones. They usually use a piece of quartz, but this is really heavy, and you can see the use wear on it, and they were using it as a hammerstone. But anyway, thank y'all for watching. I'll see what I can do again tomorrow, and I still got a couple more videos. I'll try to upload some tonight. But anyway, thank y'all for watching.